In subdividing patterns, there are two ends of the spectrum that we can consider. One side of the spectrum is essentially rebeating each beat in a measure. So, if we have a 4 pattern, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and if we rebeat 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4 is basically 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We rebeat every spot, and that creates our subdivision. There are two ways to treat beat 4 or the final beat in any of these measures. One is to rebeat 4 and, which is do the same gesture twice. The other way is what we call the Christmas tree method, where we essentially outline the shape of a Christmas tree. In this case, it would be 4 and. In context, that would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Basically, in, out, and up. In, out, and up. And you can see if we keep doing that on and up, we kind of trace the shape of a Christmas tree. The other side of the spectrum is the stop and go method. This basically is the 4 pattern, except we stop at each ictus and then we go. And that stopping separates both sides of the beat and essentially subdivides it for us. So if we have 1 and a regular pattern, 2 and 3 and 4, and stop and go is stop, go, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So there's lots of shades in between the two. For example, if we hop a little bit, and 2, and we're kind of rebeating and we're kind of stopping. Small hop, big hop, small hop, big hop, small hop, big hop, small hop, big hop. So there's some flexibility in these patterns, depending on the style of the music, the tempo, and some other factors. And we can shift in between them and as we go, depending on what the music requires. We don't want to shift too much, otherwise it becomes a little confusing, but we can be flexible. A couple other things to consider. Because there's more beats, essentially, in these patterns, because we're subdividing and we're creating twice as many points, we have to be careful and make sure that we separate exactly where each of these main beats lie. If we're all kind of in the center, it can be hard to follow, but if we can exaggerate 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, place to the left, place to the right, and then to the center and up, or center and rebeat, we create more clarity. This would be true for however we would do the pattern, any pattern we would use. It could be a 3 pattern, 1 and 2 and 3 and, or stop, go, go, stop, go. For a 2 pattern, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and, or 1 and 2 and, or stop, go, go. Sometimes in subdivided 2 patterns, we can conduct them in 4, and we just tell the players that it'll be in 4. So it's basically 1 and 2 and. Not all the time, but there are some cases, especially in lyrical music, where we want to be able to use the left side of our body expressively, and by restricting it to the right side, as a 2 pattern basically does, we can't do that. So that's sometimes an option for subdivided 2. Other issues to think about, if we have 3 subdivisions in a pattern. For the rebeating method, stop and go we wouldn't really use as much of that, although you could. So the rebeating method, or the small hop, big hop method, would be, for example, in a 9/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm kind of rebeating each one there. The rebeat method's a little awkward for the 9/8 because it just seems a little awkward at that repetition. So there, the Christmas tree style can really come into play. 7, 8, 9, and we just keep reversing directions and go up as we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In a 12/8 pattern, similar issue: small hop, big hop, rebeat, 3 beats per main beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Small hop, big hop, part of it depends on how much emphasis we want to place on the big beats. If it's essentially 1 and 2 and 3, and then somewhere between stop and go and small hop, big hop. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, or small hop, big hop, big hop, small hop, big hop, small hop, big hop, small hop, big hop. Often if the music is slower and there's expression and fullness on every single beat, meaning the adds of beats aren't really weak beats, there are 1 and 2 and 3, that kind of effect, we might be closer towards the complete, pure rebeat method, which would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and so we create weight and space on each one. That doesn't work if the tempo is fast and rhythmic, but it is an option for us. So we need to be flexible and let the music essentially decide what kind of pattern we're going to use.